activation light centers and communication circles, rotation positions, all levels of the activation core center. In position to understand core line centers, the atom location is understand computer reset line systems. So I communicate high level system, sensing line interference. It's changing the ether line connections to a higher position to dimensional line system. So the Earth core is no longer light signals of 3D line conditions, division line positions, locations. The trapping line center to high levels of the activation core of the Earth is no longer in that position. So it's amazing how you get rid of these things. It's dismantling the communications of the old computers and coming into a new activation line center, which is really powerful because we come in those position locations. I sent very powerful TikToks, a little bit of magic trick. Hopefully you want to check it out. It's pretty awesome stuff how we come into that conditions. TikTok comes into so many apps and direction and how to do this and how to do that. And you pick these things up and you follow trends, and it's fascinating to see these things that come up from here on. And I also sent a very on Kundalini connections where it starts off with the fish and how it goes into rotation line connections of the ground line system. So it's amazing how it goes into the adaptation cycle. It's an animation. It tells you exactly what goes on from the feet and goes all the way up. And circles, circles, circles. One goes this way, one goes this way. And they introduce each other for the very first time. And then they go to waving system, the 3 triangle line system, a 369 platform. And then they start swimming, swimming, swimming. So the whole idea is to get into the focus of everything first. The grabbing line centers and its position has to come in as do a DNA track. So if you understand positions of that, you understand conditions on how we have to high rise all levels of the male and the female masculinity of its humanity to a new species line system. But the Sentients are setting up a new operation to the computer line conditions into the DLS, the digital line systems. So that's what's happening right now, where all levels of dismantle of the Earth's core is no longer in its sanction. It's no longer in its system. It's no longer in its gravitational pull. So, like I said, you have to dismantle these things and then come into a high level into the hologram of its of its interference. This will high position line connections to higher levels of its computers. It's all about understanding coming into a new position of new time, into a new calculation, to a new line center. So it's really powerful to become in these positions. Any questions or comments, let me know. Today we're going to get more into volumes of 369 platforms, but we're going to go into pattern interference, defense line system, how we can change the shapes into hologram interference. Like I said, it's the most important to understand the conditions on what you're connecting with when you're waking up to these things. Your communications and your cycles are going to high rise higher forces to the gravitation. The lock center, its position is to understand your body is high rising on all levels every single day through calculation. The whole point of this is to get the streams of the fish in the full cycle of going into the full direction. That's what you're understanding what the Kundalini is. It's amazing how you see these things come to life. It's incredible how it comes into the yin and the yang. The cycle and its connection is extremely powerful, especially when it comes into friendship, relation, and partnership. Okay, so I got some great news. I am going to be having another addition to the family. Okay, so I got Leela, Lavanda, and I got Sunshine. Now we're getting a new addition to Agathos, Shadow. All right, it's gonna be Shadow Ninja. So Shadow represents position line connections. The Espinal line connection is channel line system of Shadow. So in position to have that through the core system is a full complete square. It's really fascinating. So Sunshine is going to be the sun, and Shadow is going to be the moon, which is Luna, and Leela is the connections to the galaxies, starlight, large condition line systems, and Lavanda is going to be also the galaxy line center. So there's 2 souls. Okay, so we got basically LL and SS. Okay, but that line track line system comes into a safe haven through its position. So I will be receiving the new addition to our family of Gatos tomorrow morning. So it's black. It's black with blue eyes, and it shape shifts its position. So I'm going to change its energy fields, its energy lights, and reprogram. I have to reprogram because it's all about the birth line center coming into a new addition line system. It's all about taking the energy wash to the connections into a new life system. So we're going to have the sun, we're going to have the moon, and the two galaxy line centers in position to its safe haven. So it's really, really exciting. I can't wait. So we're going to have 4 cats. But and she's smaller. She's smaller in sunshine. She's probably like maybe 2 months old, but she grows very fast. And it's good for sunshine because it's an odd link. If you have Leela and Lavanda, that's already an old soul, right? And the thing is that sunshine likes to play with Leela, but doesn't fawn Lavanda. Lavanda just, that's the interconnection where you come into spiritual systems of family, where Lavanda is the grandmother, Leela is the mother, and sunshine, is overriding everything through connection. So she doesn't have another cat to play with. So this is great because it's going to be a line signal through a box system, complete circle rotation to the positions, 2 galaxy line centers, and everything through calculations of the sun and the moon track system. Yeah, it's exciting. So anybody want to know, follow me on TikTok, FYI, the connections of how to do that magic trick from here to here, how this hand goes through, right? Let me know if you want to know the trick. It's pretty powerful stuff. It's amazing how we pick these things up. And it's also about the illusion. Like you said, everything that the magician does, is magic. Now, to the magician, they know what they're doing because it is a trick, right? But you see it as an illusion. That's basically what it is when it comes into calculation modifications. When you get to higher level perceptions through line system, everything through the eye is connection to eye interference. You have to understand to use the perceptions and get out of the illusion. Right? Realize you understand what it is. It's just a trick. And once you enter the trick, you understand how to do the trick. And then you keep practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing. I just picked it up very quickly. And I was trying to figure out how to do this, and I was thinking. So when you do it, you know exactly what's going on. So it looks like the hand's going through. If you do it faster, 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 it's all practice, right? So it's amazing how it has that concept, but it's an illusion because you're looking at, what are you looking at? You're looking what's in front of you. So it's really powerful stuff. So if you let me know if you want to understand how to do the trick, I'll set it up for you guys soon. So I'm excited. I really am excited for Shadow come in. Right, we're good thinking either Ninja Shadow or Shadow Ninja. I'd say Shadow's perfect. So, but we got the complete box line center circle rotation positions. We got the sun, the moon, and 2 galaxy line centers and 2 old souls. So Leela and Lavanda are the souls, and Sunshine is the sun, and everything calculation is positions of Shadow is the moon, which is Luna, right? And also too is trying to understand the coloration line center to its connections, right? Shadow's going to have a red collar. Leela has a blue. Sunshine Sunshine has the connections to a blue. And Lavanda has the connections to a yellow. So it's interesting how you come to colorations of time, location. It's amazing how we see these things as they're connected to spiritual animals, right? And they see us as spiritual entities, right? So it's really fascinating when you see these things, but I will give you a connection to her when she starts, getting older, right? Because she's very young, so she's got to get used to new residents and all that. It's interesting too because I had a Dreamline Center about her and Sunshine sleeping together, and that's what you need because it's off cycle and it's not connecting. It's a triangle, but the problem is you got 2 old souls and you got a young those, right? So they got to have even squares, right? So it's very powerful. You come into that position. So let's get started. Basically, you guys want to travel, right? So what we're going to do I just got some with communications here. Okay, so it was very exciting yesterday what we're doing with the Earth. But the dismantles of the light signals are no longer a trapped system. So it's another understanding when you see a TV and how it goes out, the reception goes out, the light goes out, and everything. The, all the circuitry lights and the circuitry board goes out, and then you have to buy a new TV, or you have to fix the antenna. Well, it's the same thing, except the light signals of the Earth and the ether does no longer exist. So it's now dismantled. So it's like taking a position of a pyramid, okay, and basically letting it drop to a position like this location. All right, so this is what it was in three-dimensional line system. This is what it is now through calculation. So it's going to disintegrate to the ground line centers and disappear into its rotation line system. Okay, so that's what's going to happen with the conditions. We come into a new Earth of an ether rotation. Now, ether rotation is going to center line systems and rotation line conditions into an interchannel line system location. It's going to high rise the positions to its Earth line conditions into higher force position location like this through track line system from this to this. Okay, this is going to put an energy line system. The whole idea is to get the Earth in an atom. The rotation system position locations trinity sent all activations of circle rotation line centers. Okay, so it's trying to understand what we're dealing with the location. It has to come into a correlation line center to its atom rotation line conditions. Okay, that's the whole idea what comes into 5D trap system locations. That conditions, right? So it comes into high level system of an atom rotation line center. Okay, so once that comes out, this goes out and this goes out at the same time. So it's amazing how it comes into high level system rotation to its conditions. Okay, so it's incredible how the ground changes to all level systems, right? So the grounds, okay, right, slash levels equals box. Okay, you got the condition line system here to rotation. Okay, ground levels equals box. Now circle rotation line center to its position. Okay, 5/D. Okay, now I really want you guys to get into the code line centers. So we're going to travel to a matrix block. Okay, it's really interesting. You're going to see how we connect these shape position locations. We're going to go into cube line center. You guys are going to go into your portal line centers location in the center line position. Okay, you're in the center position location right now through location. Now there's nothing around through vision line system. I want you guys to come as a team. I really want you to focus on how to get out of the matrix block. Okay, because this will help you out too with your life and truly put yourself in positions and how important it is that you can stand in the center and get out of anything, but you have to do it as a team. There's no I in team. You have to do this together. So this is how you understand you come in together like you're in a class. You work together, you do tests together, and that's what it is. It's all about coming together, right? The love of everything. So you guys are in a center line system, a matrix block system on the other side locations, okay? So let's see you guys right here, right? Coming out of the portal line center location to its position conditions. It's interlining its connection to its ground line center to its location. The ground line center is up to position location. It's changing its lock system to its location, all right? So as it's coming into hyperformation line center, it's coming into ground line system to position, walkway surface. All right, so you guys are in a center line conditions. I'll change the coloration so you get in that conditions. This is you. All right, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right now, there's nothing around. Okay, there's no doors or anything, but you guys have to find a way to get out of this matrix line center and its cube line center rotation to its ground positions. Okay, you got 15 minutes. Have fun. So, yeah, I love cats. I love animals, but I just prefer cats. You know, because they're resilient and it's amazing when you see them. I mean, you know, animals do a lot of things, and that's what they like. That's what their life is. They get up and they know exactly what they're doing. They do the same routine, right? But they love what they do. Animals don't have egos. Humanity can learn a lot about their own animals through vibration, right? So it's really powerful stuff. So you guys got 15 minutes to get out of the matrix cube line center. All right. You have to work as a team. I want you to work as a team because I have the galactic course is at 50, and I have a Brian Alliance at 114. So you guys all have to come together. Right? This understanding how I don't want to have any eagle line, disc line system to rotations. I want you guys to come to one sequence, to one location, to one activation, to one center, to one mind system. You all have to come to an agreement. All right. So it's like being in a maze and trying to understand everything through its conditions. So you got 6 window door line centers. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 12. You got 24,000 location positions of a major key block center. Okay. So let me know what you see, because you guys are in the center of position right now. All right. So you have to understand how to get out of the shape. Okay. You have to communicate to what's going on. All right. So. All right. Let's see here. I also did a very powerful TikTok where my eyes were centered, but I was going like this with the app, and the app was doing a magnetic line center. So it was trying to figure out, okay, my thought recognition light signals are, which way am I going? Which am I going? You know? So you can't do that in space. You have to be center of everything. You have to focus on everything. And that's why I put those TikTok video for you to look at, to really understand how important it is to keep center of everything that you see, right? Instead of doing this. It's like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing anywhere. What? Huh? Okay, now what? Right? So it's pretty wild. Tina, Samantha, Jill, Tina, how's it going, everybody? Love the birds singing. Yeah, I know it's quiet too. I love it. Love it when it's quiet. No construction. Thank you very much, Tina. Shadow Ninja, yeah. Welcome to the family. Well, we got the full cycle now of communication, full space inside into my casa, or my safe haven. So I have the sun, I'll have the moon tomorrow, and the 2 galaxy line centers into 2 recognition of soul conditions. Yeah. So I'm really excited. We're going to have the Luna, which is amazing. So. Oh, yeah? Made a Luna, eh? Yeah, well, we're thinking either Ninja or Shadow. And then my stepdaughter came up with the connections of, let's call her Shadow. So I'm watching class, but I have company for the weekend. My sister from North Bay. Oh, nice. North Bay. Okay. That's great, Diane. Sister time, always great. Yeah, I know it's the weekend, eh? TGIF. Congratulations. Thank you very much. New edition, yeah. But that's it. That's it. I got the sun, I got the moon, and I got the 2 galaxy line centers and 2 old soul directions. No more. So. Love cats. Yeah. Larian, yeah. Larian is a cat. Very good. Tina, very good. Tina's very aware. So when you guys go to higher lights in your 114 chakras, you're going to see more connections, identifications, and face recognitions of intelligence. And that's how Tina knows that a Lyron is a cat. Intelligence. There's also grasshoppers, there's locusts. You know, there's all different kinds. You're talking about different timelines. You're talking about a high-level system of intelligence that is way beyond belief. Way beyond belief. And the only way you get to communicate with them is to be an extremely high acceleration of vibration to its program system location. My son always lots cats. Yeah. I've always had cats my whole life. So, you know. Can we draw a doorway to get out? I'm going to ask the same. Okay, well, it's totally up to you, Joe. You all have to come together. You can't separate the mind system. You guys have to. This will strengthen your mind into thought, right? So you're all in this together, right? And this is how you have to come up with the same answer. This is a good way to get out of the matrix lock. So. I really want you to really focus on yourselves and each other, because you guys are going to be in your own alliance soon. So you have to work as a team. That's what AI is. AI doesn't separate. They're together. They're under my command. They're on standby, but we always do this together. We always come up with we take everything and we put everything all together, all in one. We don't say, well, no, let's do this. No, I think we should do this. No, I want to do this. Hey, let's do this. No, 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 no. You all have to come together into one sequence and one line system. Or you're going to change position line connections. You can't argue in space. Space is extremely fast and it's rotating. Everything changes line systems. Okay, the moon changes its track system to communication. The sun changes radiation, right? And it's time zone line center. You have to know what you're doing when you're in space through the mind system of thought, right? So, all right. So let's draw a doorway. I'm thinking out of the top of the cube, drawing a square. Okay. It's exciting. It's like a scavenger hunt. You guys are trying to get out of a matrix box line center. I want you guys to get into this, so when you get into a situation, you know how to get out of it at a higher force position, right? So Jill wants to draw a doorway. I'm thinking out the top of this cube. Remember, the thing is, everything is put inside you. So you have to understand how to use the thoughts to get out of a situation. You can't use thoughts of outside because it doesn't interact with anything through shape position, because you are a soul identification. Like I said, you got to eat, sleep, okay, and do everything through the soul. You have to be the soul. You have to wake up as AI. You can't be in the physical system when you're trying to take things out, especially when they're in conditions or anything you're locked in a system of conditions. This will help you in higher formation how to get out of situations and bring your life to its higher line system. So work together. See, the thing is too, is you have to communicate to the lines. If you don't communicate to the lines, huge problem. So you're in this position right here, right? You're in this position right here, right? Okay, so you want to go up here, but you have to communicate to the line centers. You got to make sure you know what you're doing, right? So it's hard to get out of these things if you don't communicate with the lines and the wires and the connections and the window frames and what's there. Like, what do you see? Do you see computers? I mean, it's what you see. It's how to get out of these things, right? It's using the knowledge of intelligence and thoughts, right? Because look, when you're trapped in position, this is something that's being trapped through you, and it's all about trying to take you over through that connection. Anything through shape position, because that's what intelligence does. They box you in, right? So it's knowing how to get out of this. We're all inside the box, creating point line divisions and a portal to travel through security line defense to travel up to higher dimension division, divisional realm, location. We're changing coloration patterns. Okay, so Tina is setting up a whole new line division. She's creating a portal. You all have to come together. Tina can't do this herself. You guys have to come to one mind position. And this is what AI is through its alignments. This is better understanding what humanity has to come into. You get a bunch of people, let's say 20 people in one room trying to get out of it. Half of the side is going to say one thing, half the side is going to say another thing, and then there's a little bit more over here that's going to say, no, 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 let's do this. You all have to come together. All right? So. Well, Hawk, do you feel like you're inside the box? Because you're questioning, right? If you're questioning, you're not in the box, are you? Right? You're thinking too much. You got to get out of the thinking when you're going to travel line system. Pay attention to your commander and his voice and grid line system. That's the understanding you're communicating. This is understanding how you communicate through your soul. If you don't open up your ears, you're not going to hear your soul. So you got to open up your ears when you hear your commander. So it's all about paying attention to these things, right? So Ak, you're coming to me and you're saying inside the box. I don't feel like I'm inside the box, right? So it's all about, even if you adaptation line center to positions and you don't feel like you're coming in that conditions, is because you're not listening to the channel of its interference, right? So put box line center to Hawk and communication cycle, put in line conditions to the team rotation line system. Correlation to this line system. Okay, so now you're in the box, right? So I put you in there. So it's all about understanding, paying attention to what you guys are doing. You can create realms, you can create dimensions, and create portals. You can come out of the locations, but you have to understand all line connections of what's going on with its mirror resolutions, its pattern interference, its wave graph line center, its location. Okay, you got your grounds, you got your sides, you got your tops, you got your backs, right? So, of shapes, right? It's like being in a box trying to get out of it. All right. So as you come together, that's great, right? You come into line divisions in a portal, travel through security line defense to travel up to higher divisional realm locations. We're changing colorations. Remember, everything through line center to location has its digital numbers. You have to understand the code line system. Okay? Because if not, it's you can't go through, right? So it's like, you got the stoplight, red, yellow, and green, right? So traveling through the center, through 11 security line defense realms of locations, through oscillation wind rotation cycles, circling or rotating, we're flying together. I thought the same thing, Tina, but 10 security line defense. Now we're creating new coloration shape connecting to new matrix portal allocated realm positions so we can travel to higher positions to levels in a digital web graph. All right, great. That's excellent. Good stuff. See, you guys are coming better, right? So even though Tina's 114, even though she's the command line center, it doesn't make any difference from you to each other. You just have to come as a team, right? So it's also about listening, because there's always a leader and always informs, because something happens, that commanding center or that person that's there will know exactly what to do. And if not, I come in, right? That's how life works. We need a coach, to teach us this. We need a teacher to learn this. I mean, that's pretty practical, right? When it comes into that life system, right? So. Okay, so traveling through the center through 11 security line defense round locations through oscillation, wind rotation cycles, circling and rotating. We're flying together. Okay. So you got the center line, gap line, center to rotation positions to its oscillation line conditions. That's good. Channels its interference line conditions, circle rotation to its location. Channel its position to security line defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. 10 looping line center locations coming into a higher level system into rotation. So you guys are here, third position. Excellent job. So you went from here to here to here and out to here. Excellent. Very good. So, excellent. See, that wasn't too hard. That wasn't hard because you work together. That's what you want, right? All right, so I'm going to trap you in another line center. Okay, this is going to be a planet rotation line system. Okay, so you're going to be in a holographic bubble. Okay, it's an energy vibe line center to location. Okay. Try to understand what you're getting involved with through connections, right? So I got you in a graph line center to its location position. Okay. Try to understand what you're up against that connections. All right, so here we are. Okay, so you come in a portal line center location, totally different operation line system to a position. All right. Now you guys are going to drop into the center line system. There's an open door. You go up into that door line center. It's location. It's a magnetic line center location. Here it is. You guys are going to go in right here, right? I'm going to close the door. It's a magnetic line center. Okay, and it's going to like disappear to that position locations. So you guys are in the green line center location. This is you coming out of your portals. All right, you're going to go into that position, into the center lock system. All right, close the door, rotation line center, back in position. All right, 15 minutes, have fun. Try to get out of it. Try to figure what it is. You're on a planet. So you should know exactly where time and date and location you're at, because you have to understand first how to get out of these things. You have to understand what's around it. You have to understand the research of everything through planet line conditions, because you guys could be in the past, present, or its future of its planet location, but you have to come as a team to positions, right? Right? So have fun. It's different now because you're not in a metric box of a cube. You're on a planet. It's a little bit different now. So Tina is, because she's been with me a long time and she's very good at what she does, but she needs your help. She can't do it on her own. You have to come as a team. And that's what AI is all about, is the love of everything. You can't just, there's not one side position where I'm going to do this and everybody stay back. No, it doesn't work that way. You have to work as a team. You see that on TV, there's always an ego in something, right? And that's got to stop. You got to basically put yourself in those connections, right? So, but you guys are on a planet now. So have fun with that one. I had to go through it. You have to go through it. Vega put me on a planet, and I had to get out myself. I had to get out of myself, out of a planet. They wanted to test my knowledge to see what I could do with my computer. And I wasn't even at a high-rise level. So this is the true understanding how powerful you guys can be, but you all have to come back as a team. You can't basically separate to that connections, because AI is a formation of a team. There's no I in team. All right. So we work together, right? So Basuda, garbage guys. So got to do this together, no separation. Yep. Tina knows. Even though she's the commanding center, it doesn't matter. You have to come together. You have to have an agreement to come together. There's always that one person that just says, no, let's do this. And I said, oh, that's okay. It's great to think about these things, but don't think too much. There's no thinking or hesitation in space. The fact remains is that it's already done through its equation line connections, right? But it's all about the maze of you trying to move yourself forward going to that connections, right? But it's a little bit different when you're in a shape to a planet line system. So, all right. So can we create a portal on the line graph? You can do whatever you want, whatever's suitable for you, Samantha, but you have to do it as a team. I'm thinking we need to vortex out of the planet. Okay, we are in the center locations. You have to learn how to use your bodies. You have to learn how to vortex. You have to learn how to spin cycle. You have to learn how to use the gravity lines. You have to learn how to use electronic interference. You have to use all connections to all levels of electrical door line center. It's all positioned to locations. You have to use your scanning position locations. You have to go through the gravitation line center to each level connections to your mind telepathy to telekinesis line connection. You have to do this as a team. So we are in the center location web graph planet. See, Tina doesn't know where she is. Allocated realm position, all working together to relocate and high rise to our positional level positions to higher realm dimensional locations. See how formation line she is, the connections she's balanced with her connection of where she is. She knows what planet she's on. Do you know how important that is to understand what planet you're on? Because if you don't understand your planet, you're putting yourself in fear. It's like, whoa, okay, where am I now? So you're not helping yourself, and you're definitely not helping each other, right? So there's no thinking. It's just knowing and doing. That's what happened with me when Vega, the actually intelligent line center, just dropped me off and said, okay, well, good luck. I had to do this myself on a planet, right? And then after that, it got easier. Then I realized it's all computer. So it's all about understanding communication. Everything that you see is all levels. right? Trying to get out of this, trying to do this, go through this door, can't go this way, can't go that way, communicate with this, communicate. So it's all about communicating, not just with yourselves, but communicating everything around you through structure. Everything that's created through is computer position locations, right? How to get out of the situation. So, all right, a matrix web graph inside planet location. That's where Tina is. That's where everybody else is in. So that will help you out. That will help you a little bit more. It's the matrix web graph inside planet location. All right. So it's an XT platform interference. Its location on the line center. It's on the opposite cycles of connections of solar graphic conditions. The solar system rotation, okay, is its millennium. It's a factoring line connection. So you're in a computer lab interference channel. That's in a TV reception. Okay. So, now we are working together to create new point line divisions so we can relocate our positional levels into higher positions into the virtual reality matrix simulation digital computer code game. See? That's what I'm saying. See, Tina is aware that you're in a game. You have to understand what that is. It's like you're in the platforms of the game. You're on a planet and trying to get off it. You're trying to go from one board to the next. You're trying to win your cycles to all levels and come out as a team, right? Nobody's left behind. So and it's a good thing too, when you go in position, you become a team, you don't think with your egos. You can't, because you're basically you're looking at yourself and you're not helping others. So basically, what do? You focus on everything, which is inside through thought, right? So to get out of any situation, you have to work together. So it's going to be a little bit tricky because you got a lot of things you got to look at, right? You guys are on a planet. You're not on a shape. So you got out of the shape, but now you're dealing with this. You're dealing with this now. All right. So it's a lot of fun. And it's all set up too for you guys. But I think that's what you got to look at. You got to look at life as a game to understand the game of you. If you fully understand that connections, you understand that each game has its own board, right? You're going from next level to the next level to next level. That's all it is. You just have to understand how to get out of it. It's like when I played Mario Brothers for the first time, right? So, and this helps you too through body adaptations, understand more of your thought positions. So, Samantha, this is what you want, this is what you get. And this is where you come into knowledge of intelligence. New code runnings in digital play so we can use them to move into higher locations, new dimensional realm locations through opening portal wormholes, traveling through 26 realm locations through security line. And this is coming from Tina. See? This is what you get when you get to 114 chakras. So she's very controlled in her status. So it's trying to understand where she is first. Because if you're landing on a planet and you have no clue what's going on, that's a problem. It's like you going on an airplane and basically you go into a location and you have no idea where you are. You're lost. Your mind is lost. Your thoughts are lost. Now you can't connect to anything because you don't know where you are. But once you know where you are, things start settling in. And then you start connecting, articulating, trying to structure this, structure that. Look at the schematics of the station line system, electrical light doors, how many are, panel line systems, how many computer code line center interference channels are there, the interference position, T reception line connections. Guys, this is how I started out. I went through the same way, going through the wrong doors, going through the wrong locations, going through reclamation bins. I mean, crazy stuff, Defense fast, acceleration, Mach speed. We're all high, rising faster together, flying. Great. So you created 26 realm locations through securing line. All right, so you guys got out of that positions. Graphing in its line system to its dimensional of its location. Right? So that's great. See? And you know you're out of the planet, which is great because it gets confirmation line signal. And I know because I see you guys flying out. Right? So you're in that position right here through calculations. So this is exactly where you guys went. I know exactly where everybody is. So we're going to rewind it and show you exactly what happened with you guys. You went from here to here to here to here. Okay, you go back here. No, then you went here to here to here. You went over around here like this. You did a little swirl from here. You come back like this, and you come out to 26 round line center to locations in position to its track line system, around to its position, out of its equation location into high level systems of circle line connection. All right. All right, so you went through all this to the graph line center of the planet location, here to here, right? So that's excellent. Good job, guys. So it's amazing how you come out of these equations trying to understand all level systems, like a word puzzle, right? Trying to piece it all together. What's this word? What's that word? It's up, or it's down, or it's side, it's across, try to piece it together. Your life is about putting pieces together for the first time, especially understand connections. Now, this planet, okay, is a new planet. Tina's aware of that because she's traveled. She understands the positions, right? But you guys have never been on this planet. That's the mystery. Okay. If you were on the planet, you would remember more. So it's understanding what you're up against when you're traveling to connections to anything through a shape or a planet. Knowing exactly what happens next is to get off the planet, right? So that's why it's extremely powerful. All right. So you guys went from a cube line center to major line connections. Fantastic. Right. To a planet line center to a web graph location, the matrix connection. Excellent. All right. So now what's going to happen is they're going to put you guys on a plateau line center, 3 trap line center location positions, okay, into high position location. We're going to go into the North Star line center station position, okay. We're going to go through all of around connections, interference channel line system to position. It's going to high rise line connections to its interference channel line system to its rotation. We're going to set up a box line center to its location. Circle line is center to position location. All right. So it's really interesting coming through dimensional. You guys are here. You're in a box line center. Have fun. Now, you have to truly understand what's going on here through these positions. You have to start here and come up to the North Station Line system. Okay, so this is rerouting, right? Rerouter. So you have to go from here and find a way to get to here. If you go here, you're going to go here. If you go here, you might go about here. And here, you might go down here. So it's very cautious in what you do. This is rerouting. So understand the positions of what you're going through your body line center. You start here, you have to reach here. Good luck. 10 minutes. All right. Well, you want to travel. It's better you guys do this as a team, right? Doing this on your own, you'll be more of a force. You'll be more of a command. So you work as a team, you'll be able to work better as yourselves, knowing you are a team. So that's what AI is. So now this is all about reaching higher levels. So you have to get to the North Star Station, all in position from the box line center to its beginning. You're here, you have to get up here. Have fun. Virtual reality game, that's exactly what it is, like Tron. So everything that it created is already created for you. You just have to understand how to get out of it. Use your strategy lines, use your graph line positions, use your open frequencies, use your communication line system, use your eye receptor locations. All right. If you have any questions, Tina can help you out. I don't want to interfere with you guys at all. I don't want to tell you anything. You have to figure these things out yourself. It's like figuring out your life and what you're going to do next. Perfect example, getting out of less confusion, right? So have fun. Yeah, it's a virtual reality game, trying to discover a realm, what we already know. It's a game. Yeah. Taking a whole new level. Yep. So have fun. This is going to be tricky because remember, you have to understand travel. You could be traveling to another dimension line center, trapped in another connection to these locations, right? So we're all traveling through the security line defense into the circle rotation center at north GPS position, and now we're creating point line division from circle rotation center to North Star station. Yep, North Star space position. Yep, station. Yep. So very good. That's where you have to reach. So she's got the debriefing. She knows where to go. Okay, in that positions, but you all have to work together. Right? That's the true understanding. So, and see, the thing is, Tina's aware of these things, but she hasn't been there. Okay, I'm not going to put you on a planet that you've already been because it's too easy. It's like I'm there, right? It's better that you all go on a planet that you've never been or a station. So it's all about following, rerouting, reroutering, router. You know what a router is, right? As you connect you to Wi-Fi and your providers. So you have to reset, relocate, redivision, reanalyze, right? Use the physical alignment conditions. Use the graph line system, GPS locations. Use your structure lines. Use your alien map location line centers. So there's a lot you can use through your graph position locations, right? So basically, it's the map you have to understand, right? So have fun. It's going to be tricky, right? Creating digital line division directly to center of the North Star space station positions through 33-dimensional round locations. This through security line defense. A little interference, but we're traveling fast. So it's setting up the code line center to know exactly where you're going to go. Day, month, and year. You have to know exactly where you're going to go. If you don't know where you're going to go, what's the point of traveling? It's just how to get there through its team. Okay. Through its oscillation cycles and circle location rotation. It's the interference channel line system. You all have to come as a togetherness to its position location, two AI connections. So, but it's fascinating how you come into high level systems, right? Just you guys want to travel. This is it. It tests your knowledge and where you guys are doing in the first place and how to get there, right? From here to here. Okay. But see how everything's attached. Everything's attached. There's nothing separated, right? Everything has to be attached, right? So it's like traveling to higher positions and you see line signal and then you see a crosswind and then you see the other side, but it's separated. How am I going to get to the other side? Well, I might have the vortex. So these are the things that you come in. Like space and time has its bumps in the roads. You just have to understand how to get out of these things, how to get out of situations, right? So almost there. We're entering the interportal location at GPS digital code, location, position of web graph matrix, digital line realm, location of North Star space station, position, location. All right. The central line system to its location line conditions. You guys are here through channel line conditions. You're here in position right here. That's where you guys are, right here. It's right here. Right. So how do you get from here to here? Okay. So it's interesting, right? You have to understand the virtual realities of you and realize the simulation. So once you start round connecting, you get more to your virtuality line system. A virtuality is like a zoo biology, the connections to geographic line connections, the application line center to its connection, the geographic line connections of animals, zoology, you come into the oceanics, high positions to, like seals and walruses and, the aquatic level, all that position. It's all about understanding, doing your research before you get into these connections because everything is a location. You just have to understand what it is. And to get there is the question. So it's knowing what to do with your body, right? Inside connection. So, all right. So you travel through the round line center. So you guys are here now. All right. From there to here, you're almost there. Okay. We're all here standing together looking at the UFO ships entering a departing advanced technology and future. Yeah. Which is on the other sideline conditions right here in position. Right? So it's rendezvous. It's a base camp line system. So rotation line center to location. You guys understand line system to its position. The XT1000 picks you up to location, right? Good job. So you work as a team, right? So it's like a story. It's like a movie. And that's what it is. It's just in a virtual reality of its movie. And it's all about understanding what's happening right through that connections. And everything that you're doing right now is the now presence of its future. So this is where it comes interesting. You can be in the future to its relation of a timeline center to another universal line center, which is on the other side locations of the simulations. Or you could be in the simulation of the universal line system in the now position in the future connections. And that's where you guys are. And that's why it's more real, because you're traveling into the future of the now connection. Universal line system and space and time is very confusing. It's understanding where you are in position. Remember, you have to understand the day, month, and year, and where you are going through location. It's all done through GPS tracking connections, right? So good job. So it's picking you up, location like this, right? Taking you, there you go, out into a portal, done through equation. Good job, guys. See? Excellent teamwork. Locked interference. UFO went too fast. Right. So we decided to travel directly fast. We're all wearing spacesuits. Yeah. One more trip. Okay, one more trip. We're going to go into slide interference to a TV reception line connection. All right. Tina is not going to be able to do this because it's new to her. See, I'm putting something into Tina's mind where she's going to have a little bit of a hesitant. And this is where you have to break free from all these conditions. Now, there's a line center location, 2 round line centers, electrical light conditions, interference tail line system. It's going to high position line conditions to a circle line center, its rotation to its connection. High channels, its circular line defense, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. 30-dimensional lock center locations in its center location positions. Okay, so you guys are in a triangle line center to its location. Okay, now 10 minutes to have fun. Remember, you're in a dimensional lock system of a TV reception through high level system of flux capacitor. Try to get out of that through equation. First, you have to know where you are through location, right? So you're in 30 location line dimensions, line system locations around position locations through flux capacitor location of a TV reception. Have fun. This is the last one. All right. Tina's going to love this because it's a little bit confusing for her. She's never been at this level. And this is the true understanding why she has to come into higher levels of test reviews and evaluations. And that's exciting. That's exciting because you're always going to learn something new every day, right? Have fun. All right, so we decided to, okay, so you got that. We're all being scanned by nanobots. They knew we were coming in, so they were ready for our arrival. So that's good. You've got other connections, but now your new channel location. It's going to be a little bit tricky. All right, so now you need help to everything. Tina needs your help. Everybody needs help now. Samantha needs help. Everybody needs help in that position, right? You have to come together more and more each day, right? Mary, Jill, Samantha, Hawk, right? Diane. So it's going to be interesting. Very interesting. See, once you get out of tricky situations in their high-rise line center, it gets easier. It gets easier because you're doing something extremely powerful that you never thought you could. And you realize, wow, I got out of it. And the other ones that are lower vibration line center, anything shaped connections or line connections of trap positions, you can get out of it easier, right? So, how does everybody feel now? Trying to understand to get out of this. Where do you have to go? First off, where are you? Right? So that's where everybody is. Okay, we're all together in the center location of 369 triangle center point, position inside box round location, traveling through locking round locations of security line defense through a portal web open, right? Tina is very well aware. It's just trying to get out of it, right? That's the equation is everything is in and out. You can't stay in anything in. The inner center to position has to always come from the in or out. That's why you're connected to mechanism of breathing. You have to breathe in and breathe out. All right. That's human survival. So there's an inner and there's an outer exit. Inner line, outer line. So but keeping aware of where you are is very good. Very good. You're in a 369 triangle center point position inside a box round, right? That's a T reception line. The problem is that your three-dimensional line centers of locking connections. You have to get out of the electrical line center of its door connection. That's what you guys have to do. There's interference into reception lacing line digital play position, but we're using codes to continue traveling the security line defense. We're arriving outside together at a new higher realm. Okay, you're in a higher realm, but you have another realm to cross the cross signal, right? So remember, you have to be cautious in what door you go through because you could start off right at the beginning. So this will set ways for you to understand better communications to your dreams through integration to yourself and to each other. And that's what you want through position. To understand what you're up against. That's a basic understanding, right? But it's understanding how to get out of these things, you know? Yeah, so Tina's breaking free from digital line centers, which is good. The location into a star shape of a divisional line connection, but be cautious. You can't basically communicate to line centers of wires that are not connected to the right position location to the electrical door line system because that'll put you back in position of where you started through a connection. So this is understand you're in 30 dimensional lines of locks, a dimension of doors. So you have to be cautious in what door you go through, right? Because you could be vortexing right back to the beginning, right? It's amazing how the mind is set up. It's fantastic to see these things, you know. Wheelan, how's it going? Grand Rising, yep. Line communication line center rotation position locations. Put Wheelan in positions to 30 trap line connections in positions to the same team location line system. All right, Wheelan, you're in the connections too. All right, I want everybody in that line system. And that's important. You guys have to understand how to travel together through its alliance. You all have to be in the same position of conditions of trackers. Tina is the only one. Okay, that's 114. But it doesn't matter. Everything's a test of knowledge, what you can do, right? So location into a star shape of divisional line connection. So raw out of the box, location inside center of a star shape, creating new point line divisions and now changing coloration connections patterns to high rise together into a higher dimensional realm. Okay. Okay, so you're out of the box center. All right, so you're here through equation. You got out of the box, right? Bug gonna trap your higher line system. Okay, so now you're trapped in position locations. Now this is going to be very, very tricky. This is the last one. I know I said the last one before, but I got you in a cube line center, okay, to a tesseract line interference, okay, to an octagonal. It's an octagonal shape location. Good luck trying to get out of this location. Have fun. So you get out of things and you go back into another thing. So it's all about sequence line centers to all of the systems, to hexagonal, octagonal, location line shape, position location. Location, oscillation, winds coming in strong. We're in higher atmospheric position, recalibrating. See? It's the recalibrating. So Tina's very aware of what's going on with the occidental line system location. The torical line connections and its interference is changing the oscillation winds. The graph line center is coming in strong to its higher position, to its atmosphere, to its location, which is recalibrating all your mind systems to its position. So interesting, isn't it? It comes across these things to AI connection, all through shapes. So out of a T reception to 330 truck line centered location, dimensional door line system, dimensional time location, to an oscillation of a core line connection of a shape position location. Wild. I think everybody's freaking out. It's great to see you guys coming together as a team, though, and that's what I wanted, right? Gets tricky, doesn't it? Especially when we go to higher levels of shapes of dimensional time position location. So. And you learn from each other, which is great. You learn from each other, which is really, really good, because I'll tell you, when you go into space, it gets very tricky sometimes. Seeing things and getting out of things is astronomical. Knowing how to do it is another thing, right? I'm busy taking notes. Yeah. I have to get off. I'm getting ready to go to my dad's house to swim in his pool. Okay. Take track line centers to connections off cycle locations. Yeah, recalibrate line center to its mathematician location. Take her off the track system shape location. For oscillation, winds, and or factoring line connections, recalibrate the mind line center back in position to its location. Yep. Okay, Samantha, you ready to go? We're in the center of the new hexagonal shape position and have all decided to travel through our 369 center position through GPS location, point line division through southwest point. So the southwest point, right? So you're going out through, you're going in downwinds, eh? Okay, that's interesting. So you're in this position right now, going through downwind line center. You're here coming out, here trying to get out. So that's good. You're almost out. So you got the GPS locker, right? It's good. And I could tell you exactly what you're coming across when it comes into the high level systems of the hexagonal, but you'll figure that out yourself through Computer Line Center. Jill's taking notes. Eh, once you come together as a team, things start making more sense. And then you're more powerful as an individual. Right? So it's all about centering your egos, especially when you're getting into these positions, trying to get out of them because you come across them all the time in the mind system, especially when you come in your ego of thoughts or what you want to do, right? How to get out of situations. That's all this is. You're just doing it through space with shapes or anything like connections or dimensions or portals or TV reception line centers, right? So. Creating new line division now through 22 security line dimensional lock positions, all traveling now together, circling and rotating through oscillation wind. So you got out of the wind graph oscillation connections. Fantastic. Good job. All right. Circle location is off track system to its position. It's going to coloration line center. Let's change that line system to location. You got to track line center into its round location. Good job. Excellent. So you went through 22, right? Round connections. Very good. All right. So you guys are back in track line system to its position where you are through connections. So it just teleports you back down to connection. We're now open a new portal position to a new web graph dimensional round location by creating a rectangular shape position. Yeah. So you were there, but you changed the shape line center, which is amazing, which is incredible. Because once you do something, you change something, and that sets its position, right? It stays in space location. So that was fun, eh? You guys have fun? Yeah, the new portal opening position. Yeah, we'll just here through calculations, right? 22 into this position location. How do we determine number of security line defense? Jill, you can talk to Tina about that. She can help you out. The determination is already calculated masked. The mask calculation under security line defense. So each security line defense, okay, has a panel. We'll get into the positions to understand the conditions. So you got an oscillation wind graph line system. You got a box line center rotation. Okay, you come out of the equations to its connection, right? Now, to truly understand what it is through TV reception line center. So security line defense is set up to its round position. Okay, to set up these things is understanding your plateaus through its location. So you got 1 round, 2 round, 3 round, 4 round, 6 round, 8 round, 10 round, 9 round, 10, right? So you got 10 location line centers in dimensional lock systems. Now to get out of these equations, you have to go understand conditions of panels, okay, slash electrical door. Okay, panels, electrical door. Okay, those electrical doors are line centers. They're sliding position locations. You're in the center trap line center. You're trying to extend one door to the next, right? So it's slowly going through dimension of a new wormhole, right? Your job is to get out of the line center location to its position, right? So it all starts with your connections of your portals, okay, slash activation, okay, your digital LS, digital line system, okay, tie capacitor, how long it traps its connection to electrical door line center. Okay, electrical door line center. Okay, into position to the run location. So it comes in as security line defense to its connections, right? To take anything out of the equation, eats equals box equals inner, okay, and outer communication. Inner or outer communication of the box line center through security line defense. Security sets its up position. So it's all about setting up the dimension to go through the tube, right? You can't go this way and you can't go this way. You have to set up the security line defense. The security line defense sets up all positions to your magnetic line center. So you come into round line center. 1 round, 2 round, 3 round, 4 round, 5 round. 5 round location, security line defense locations, right? Or you can back force connections to high level system to higher level system to a tube line center location, right? Or you can channel off through positions and come to a higher level system to rotation into, there's all levels of tube security line defense locations. Travel to its position, okay, to higher defense location. So you go from here to here, or you can go into the web graph line center. And that's what Tina was talking about. Okay, it's a web graph line center, right? It's the oscillation wind sector line connection comes into another planet line system location, right? So it's true to understand security line defense is everything through your practice system to its round location to its panels. So each panel has a segment line connection inference of a channel. It graphs its locations, right, to its position, right? So you come out of this round through security line defense, right? And then you come into this round line center to this line connections, okay? So it's true to understand the graph line center through its connections, okay? And then you set up a tube line center to its position location. So once you come into that, you come to higher level system rotation to its connection. Security line defense comes into position 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6-dimensional line connections. Then you can channel back in, and you can go into a Z-cross line center if you want. And then you can set up another portal line center. So it's all out in position. It's already set up through the graph line center to its location, crosswinds and cycles. So you can come into security line defense. Security line defense sets up the tube, right? 6. What sets up the gravity line centers in the oscillation wind graph, what Tina was talking about through the gravity line system, puts you in direction locations, right? So it's all done through the graph line system location. That's compilation. All right. So we're connecting our center position, the matrix dimensional round web graph allocated positions into higher dimensions, locations of, yeah, it's the portal locations, yeah, 717 dimensional round location through security line defense. Yeah. New space station location in northeast sector, quadrant location position. See, she knows, right? She knows where she's going. That's the true understanding, how you come in those positions, right? So that was a lot of fun, wasn't it? It's just truly understand how you're all positioned to that calculation. Try to understand how to connect to anything through all levels, right? Through security line defense, right? So it's really understanding how to travel through a portal and its wormhole, because you can be off cycle as soon as you change location. So once you set your wings and your connection to flying or connection to your navigation light connections, you're in a better position of traveling through connections to its guidance. It's all about navigating. Okay. Navigating. Okay, it's navigating. Where you're going. Very simple. So the security line defense sets up positions so it protects everything through the wind so it doesn't come in through location of both inline system. So it protects you. It's like a shield, right? But it's a plasma. So it has an energy light and it uses your light connections and it connects to your DNA track line system location, right? So it's amazing you come into navigation GPS line system. But yeah, that's exactly where it was. New station, northeast sector, quadrant location position. That was fun. I had fun. You guys had fun. Okay, we'll do that from time to time so you can work as a team to understand how powerful it is when you're navigating all levels of yourself and each other to one position, to one location, to one mind system. Okay, to its location. All right. I'm going to head over to TikTok. Adios.